And Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up. Throwing on first down. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with
Leo Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Newman eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Back to throw. Newman. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Newman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. Back to throw. Newman. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Go, go.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Mike's 54.
On first and 10. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's by 4. Watch the pass. Right there.
Second and 4. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 54. I got one.
Hey, over.
Second and 6. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And it's caught. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not here. Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey! Shoot!
On 4th down, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Newman. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. And an alley to run. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. On 3rd down, it's Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Hey, zoom. Hit it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert for Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Here we go.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll rifle this one deep. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. On first down, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He was trying to get that. Let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Looking to throw. Newman got an open man. It's Foster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Strip the ball.
Yep.
Strip that ball. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Herbert. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Ready?
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Running on first down, Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Check three. Kill.
It's Eckler again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On 1st and 10, Newman. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw. Newman out to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. Looking to throw. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Newman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
To throw on third down. Newman. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Zipper.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45.
From the gun, Herbert nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Throwing to start the drive. Newman. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, What are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Herbert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Herbert looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah. Hit it.
On 4th down, Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Everybody scoot up.
Throwing on 1st down. Newman throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Terry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Newman. And that is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Let's go.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Give them 32 on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newman. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted with my kindergarten the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Back to throw. Newman. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Here's 2nd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a first down. On 1st down, Newman Going to throw deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newman. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 49.
Looking to throw. Newman. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
This is taken at his 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.